Yo, what's going on, Rockstar? It's your boy Samson X here. Posted up in my home studio right here. This way we make the wickedest sound. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, where have I been? To be honest with you, I just lost my creative spark for about a week or two. And I don't know, man. I fizzled out. You feel me? But then it got to a point where I thought to myself, no one gives a fuck. Get up, get creative, and give the fans what they came here for. So, I'm here to deliver to you today. I'm not going to go missing anymore like an absent father. I'm here for the long haul. This YouTube channel is my baby and I'm not going anywhere and I want to grow it. So without wasting any more of anyone's time, let's chop things up, man. So to be honest with you, I've really got no explanation on what we're going to be discussing today, man. It's quite frankly, it's disturbing. Basically, in a nutshell, it's probably got to be one of the most racist documentaries to ever air on UK television. That's the only way I can describe it. And where is this coming to you from, you may ask? Channel 4. Yeah, that's right, Channel 4. Home of such comedies such as The Inbetweeners, Friday Night Dinner, and Phone Shop. I mean, hell, they even aired like a 10-minute skit of Devo in the early 2000s, if you can believe that. So it's safe to say Channel 4 and E4 was your home for politically incorrect comedy all throughout the 2000s and some of the early 2010s, which was a source of my entertainment growing up somewhat. So you kind of think Channel 4 would stick to their guns. In 2022? Come on now. Who are we kidding? Nah, they've gone woke. Well, Samson, just how woke have they gone? Well, you fucking dipshit. I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna show everyone at home just how fucking disgusting we're about to watch is. So without wasting any more of anyone's time, let's get it.
We are going to be running a race. However, your starting position in this race will be decided by the answers to questions that we are going to be asking you.
So what? It's a joke.
This activity is intended to explore how society favours one race over others.
People often confuse white privilege with being wealthy or being rich, and it isn't about that. What it's about is the absence of having to live with the consequences of racism.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you pulling my dick? Woman, do you know white people get abused racially every day? I don't know what world are you living in? It's almost a fucking trend to be racist to white people. Hey, it's a fucking trend to say the word honky and cracker like all the time. Like, I'm not even gonna get in trouble for what just come out of my mouth. You feel me? And the second thing, there's no such thing as white privilege, right? It's just a fucking stupid buzzword, again used by the left to, I don't know, throw some kind of pity party that doesn't exist because, I don't know, they just want everything handed to them. Okay, so riddle me this just one time. If white privilege is a thing, then why is it almost all the homeless people that I've come across in my life have been white? Why is that? Why is it almost that, this is a statistical fact by the way, that almost all kids that are struggling academically in school these days are young working class white boys? Why is that? So why do they put forth programs at universities only strictly for black people and people of colour? If white privilege exists, go on, riddle me that, go on. You can't, can you? Exactly.
Now, if the question applies to you, you will take a big step forward. If the answer to the question doesn't apply to you, you stay where you are.
I better win, man. Oh.
Okay, make sure you're on the start line. I see some cheaters already.
Yeah, father.
Feet behind the line.
Now, before we go any further, I just want to remind you what we're looking at right here. These kids, these children, of all races, by the way, they look like they're the best of friends to me. Now, how can that get messed up? How can you mess up their friendship? We'll find out soon.
If English is your parents' first language, take a step forward.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna be taking the piss, right? You'll be taking the fuck. How the fuck, if English is your parents' first language, how the fuck does that put you in an advantage? Come on, someone's got to get down there and tell me how exactly that puts you at an advantage. English is my parents' first language. And I gotta say, I weren't dealt the very best hand in life, but I personally didn't dwell on that, right? I looked at my hand of cards and I learned how to play the game and I'm on my way to a winner. But that's kind of besides the point. The fact that English isn't your parents' first language does not put you at a disadvantage. So I just don't know what you was thinking when you came up with that question or that. I just don't know what you was thinking when you came up with that.
If you have ever been the only person in the room of your race, take a step backwards.
For God's sake!
It's like, fuck you know, you're grasping at straws now. You know that, right? Do you know how ridiculous that sounds? Okay, so let me just give you a quick example. Like, shouts out to you, Pops, because my dad watches my channel and everything. Like, I'm going to use my dad as an example. Like, he's a white man, right? Yeah, I know, I'm the other way around. But anyway, that's besides the point. He's a white guy. And the amount of times he's been the only white person in the room is fucking astronomical. Hey, I mean, hey, when we're all together as a family, he's the only white person in the room. So, what are you trying to prove? And yes, there has been times when I've been the only mixed race person in the room, full of, like, I don't know, Asian people, or fully black people, or fully white people. So, what are you trying to prove? What exactly are you trying to prove? Hey, even another example, because as you couldn't already guess, if you want to do the math, my mother is a black lady, and at work, she's the only black one. So what? Like, if you couldn't already guess, they're quite clearly trying to prove some kind of point that people of colour are at a disadvantage to white people. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is what they're teaching in our schools, right? And that alone fucking makes me shit my drawers, right? That's a fucking terrifying fact. The fact that this is the kind of shit they're teaching in schools. This is what they're teaching to our children. Doesn't that concern you? Like, this is the reason we're in such a fucked up state. The world we are in now. You feel me? This is why we're in such a fucked up state. Like, I'm not even joking at this point. Like, this is serious shit. You feel me? You can't go around teaching this to children, because guess what? Racism is taught. It's not in you. That's inherited. That's taught, right? So what you're teaching, you're actually teaching these kids, these people of colour, right? These kids of colour, you're actually teaching them to hate white people. So when they grow up, they're going to be dubious, and they're going to be wary around white people when there's no need to be. They're going to see them as an enemy, and the fact that you're doing this to them at such a young age is fucking disgusting, right? I'm disgusted.
If you've never been asked where you come from, take a step forward.
Okay, once again, you're grasping at straws, because I need you to tell me how exactly this puts one at a disadvantage. Right? I know white people that get asked where they come from all the time. My dad gets asked where he comes from quite often. Like, sometimes I might say to him, like, oh, yo, are you German? Are you, like, Norwegian? Or where in Europe are you from? And sometimes I get asked where I come from too. And you might be thinking, oh, that's because your skin's not white. Well, listen, right? That's a conversation starter. That's what that is. That's not a bad thing, right? Because you're trying to touch base and you're trying to get to know the person, right? It's a fun conversation starter. So if someone wants to ask me where do I come from, I'll be like, I'm half European, half Jamaican. And someone will further prod me about my heritage, and that will spark like a massive conversation, and I can ask them the same thing, and we can, like, pick our brains about each other's culture. So if I want to ask someone, yo, where do you come from? I come from Italy, but I'm half African. Then I'd like to pick their brain about Italy. If they know about their culture, I'd like to pick their brain about Africa. That's what that is. That's the conversation starter. That's what that is. So the fact that you've taken such an innocent concept, such as a conversation starter, you've stabbed it in the chest, sprayed it with the blood of chicken under a new moon, and just sacrificed it to Satan. Honestly, you fucked things up. That's what you've done, is you fucked that up. So anytime these kids and these future kids are they're gonna get asked, where do you come from? They're gonna get offended and they're gonna take it for a bad thing because that's how you have painted it. Think about that.
If you've never had to be worried about your family being stopped and searched, take a step forward.
I don't get worried about if people ask me to stop and search.
Listen, everyone's shifty around the police. That's just is what it is. It's not, well, yes, fair enough, there are some dickhead fucking corrupt police out there. Like, I've been stopped and searched before, yes, and I'm not going to sit there and say that it probably wasn't because of my hair and the tracksuit I was wearing that day. It probably was. Okay, fair enough. But not all police are like that. And like I say, everyone is nervous around the police. It is what it is. So it's all just a fucking joke, man. Even the ginger kid, he knows it's a joke. Like, he ain't down with all this shit, man. Kudos to him, man. He's pretty intelligent.
The divide widens, and the inequality of their position becomes clear.
This is just like not fair now.
Farah, none of us are white. None of us are white. It's unfair.
Okay, so allow me to break down exactly what you just saw on your screen right now. Those kids talking about, it's not fair, I am where I am, right? You did that because at the beginning of this experiment, we saw a bunch of children of all races smiling, giggling, laughing with each other. You know, that was a thing of beauty you had right there. Innocent little children, learning, like, you know, laughing and playing together, they were the best of friends. I could see they were the best of friends. But halfway into this experiment, they're going, it's not fair, I am where I am because this situation, that situation is not fair. These children have got to be about, I don't know, 8 years old. Like, they're not tiny children anymore. So, but at the same time, they're still impressionable. They're still quite naive in that sense. So, what you're punching into their brain is going to shape them in their future, right? So I can quite clearly see what angle you're going for, right? You're trying to make them resent white people, and you're trying to make the white people feel some kind of white guilt at an early age. Like, I just don't know, like, how out of touch with reality do you need to be? Like, is this really how you think the world works? Like I said, racism is something that is taught, right? And even when I was little, right, all I know is growing up around Asians, Middle Easterns, Eastern Europeans, and, you know, obviously me being mixed race, I already grew up around black and white people. That's a no-brainer. So yeah, but that's all I know is growing up in a big boiling pot of culture. Like, because, you know, growing up in the West Midlands, like, it's a massive boiling pot of culture, man. Like, you know, Birmingham, so many Asians. Leicester, so many Asians in the East Midlands as well. West Midlands, just, so that's all I know. Even down to my dad's age, he always used to mention that he had like a Pakistani friend that, like, he was his best friend, man. And he used to knock around with him all the time. He used to go around his house. He used to come to his house, play. Like, my mom has so many friends of different races too. So I just don't know what you're trying to teach these kids that were clearly the best of friends before this experiment started. This experiment has caused nothing but divide. And this is what's happening out there in the real world. I don't know how you can intentionally be so stupid, right? Because a thought did pop into my head at one point, is that, I don't know, maybe these people don't know any better. But then again, I thought to myself, how the fuck can you be so stupid, right? You obviously are doing this on purpose. Because I don't know what your agenda is, I don't know what you're trying to get out of this, I don't know what you're trying to do to the brains of these children, but it highly fucking concerns me. And I'm sure some of you out there might have some kids of your own, and you're probably sitting there biting your nails, thinking that this is the bullshit they're going to teach them in school. I might as well take them and homeschool them. Like, I'm no parent myself, I'm not. However, I have a little niece that's 2 years old, and like, she's uncle's little girl, man. I fucking love her to bits, honestly, man. And she's about a year off going to school yet, and if this is what they're going to be teaching in schools, I'm sitting here biting my nails. Honestly, man, I'd rather just take her under my wing and just teach her everything myself. You feel me? If this is what's going on.
The last question. If your parents have ever warned you about racism, take a step backwards.
If we were about to start a race, is this a fair starting point for us all? No. Mackay, how do you feel standing there in the field of runners?
I kind of feel a bit alone. I can't really see it. I'm literally just by myself, more or less. I'm just a bit frustrated and annoyed that society nowadays really isn't fair. And I just wish everybody could be equal.
Farah!
It's kind of frustrating that, like, me and Sarah are just standing at the back here while the majority of people who may be white are, like, standing right at the front. That just frustrates me a bit, because it's almost as in what society is today. I don't want this to be how it is, but it is, so it just gets a bit frustrating.
Henry, how are you feeling being right at the very front?
It feels quite weird because if you think about it, I think all of us should be at the same point, but sadly the questions, the way that they were put didn't favour some people, which I think is quite unfair.
Alright, so what I'm seeing here is that these people have set this up in a way to make people of colour look downtrodden and hard done by, and oh woe is me. That's exactly how you set this up, and you set it up in a way where the white kids are now feeling guilty because the people that they were friends with literally like 10 minutes ago are now looking at them saying this is unfair because you're ahead of me because of the colour of your skin. Like, I don't know about anyone else, but these kids look fairly intelligent to me for their age. Like, they look like they come from a good home. They look like they've got two solid parents by their side, regardless of race. This has caused nothing but hatred amongst a group of friends. That's all this has done. And I don't mean to get political here. Hey, if you know me, I don't vote. I don't give a fuck about politics. However, let's just call a spade a spade. This is what the left do on numerous occasions. This is what they do, you feel me? This is what the left side are good at, and this is why the left has got a bad rap. Listen, these people that say they look out for your best interests and try and poke their nose into your business, and these middle class white people that get upset on other people's behalf aren't your friends, right? They aren't your friends like they say they are. They're not on your side. They don't have your best interest at heart, and this experiment quite clearly shows that. You see, like I said before, this Henry kid is now gonna grow up to have white guilt everywhere he goes because of what you've done today and his impressionable brain. You feel me? He's gonna grow up to get trodden on by people of colour because of what he believes, because of what you parroted to him. You see the problem now? And it's such a shame, a goddamn shame, that you do this to a bunch of seemingly intelligent children, right? And I'm not even gonna lie, this kid right here, this ginger kid, like, he comes off as quite intelligent for his age. Like, he's quite well articulated and he's quite well spoken for his age. So on the off chance that this kid happens to watch this video for whatever reason, Henry, lad, please do not listen to these people. They're not your friends. They don't have your best interest at heart. You've probably got two good parents with a solid marriage by your side, and I'm sure they are proud as punch to call you their son. You feel me? And like I say, you come off as quite intelligent for your age, man, to be honest with you. And I can see a kid there that's gonna flourish in the future. He's got a bright future ahead of him. And so have all these other kids with the way they articulate themselves. Yeah, the way they articulate themselves for their age is pretty good, man. It's more than could be said for me, because I was quite a dunderhead at that age, man. But anyway, that's besides the point, man. Like I say, man, these people are not your friends. They're not your allies. They don't care about you. This is why they're telling you to do such self-destructive things such as this, right? Like I said, man, how out of touch with reality do you need to be as a grown adult to tell these children that there's such a thing as white privilege and you can't get ahead if you're a person of colour, right? And you're just gonna get trodden all over, and you're just gonna get stomped all over all your life because you're brown or because you're black, and you over there with the white skin are just gonna fly through life, and you need to feel guilty for that. You feel me? And it's always those that are so out of touch with reality, that sit up on the fucking ivory tower, that don't even know what they're talking about, haven't even had any life experience, just watch one little bit of fucking news from The Guardian or whatever left-wing bollocks they fucking watch it on, and they try and decide on other people's behalf that they're offended for them, when they quite clearly haven't been through anything. And I'm not even talking about struggles, no, I'm not even talking about that, right? They're not even seasoned enough in life to know that people like me and other people that grew up in my area, that's all we know is to hang out with other people regardless of race, right? And some people make it out the ghetto, some people don't. And a lot of people on my street, this is like Benefit Street around here. And quite honestly, quite frankly, there's a lot of white crackheads and a lot of white downtrodden people around here. And that really ain't got nothing to do with the colour of the skin, but basically I'm just stating a fact. That's all it is. There's some black downtrodden people around here too, but that's got nothing to do with race again. It's a class thing. That's what it is. Like I've said many times, but for some reason, I don't know why, the middle class are so concerned with race and trying to get offended on other people's behalf. Like they think they're doing something good, or they think they know what's good for you when they don't know jack shit, and just sit there taking in all this bullshit and spouting it out to the world, causing nothing but divide. And that's all that does. That's all it does. It's caused nothing but resentment and hatred and divide, right? Like I said, the kids were happily playing. The kids were friends before this happened, and now look at them. Somewhat resentful. Like me, myself, I consider myself a pretty fucking tough guy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But shit like this breaks my fucking heart, right? When the innocence of children is tampered with, that fucking tears my heart into pieces. I ain't gonna lie to you. I could sit here and cry right now, but I'm not going to. No, but anyway, like I say, it's so sad that when children have to get involved, you're always the one saying, think of the children, but when you do shit like this, you obviously don't have their best interest at heart. So, I don't know who you're kidding, but it's certainly not fucking me. Like, to be honest with you, I really don't know what else to say about this shit, man. Quite frankly, it's fucking disgusted me and put a dampener on my day. So, I don't know, let me try and fucking end this on a light mood. Let me try and end this on a good note. So, trying to think, what can I do? Oh, come on, Samson, quick, think. Funny eyes. Nah, that's not right. Let me just try and think of a joke. How do you know which one's the head nurse? The one with the dirty knees. Oh no, I got nothing, guys, to be honest with you, so I think this is a wrap. So if you made it all the way to this point in the video, go ahead and comment down below, slap my meat, to let me know that you're a real LG. Anyway, like I say, guys, it's a wrap. Go ahead and follow my Instagram at SamsonXTheGuy. If you got anything kooky to send me, go ahead and slide into the DMs. If you got any serious inquiries, go ahead and hit on my email, which you can find linked down below. And if you want to tell me to go fuck myself or kill myself, put it down below in the comment section. That's what it's there for. And until next time, hang loose.
I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone. I smoke my stogie anywhere I want. I don't have to find a hideout place like you.